Two plastic surgery controversies hit K-pop Twitter at almost the exact same time this week, one targeting Aespa and one targeting ILLIT Minju. We're breaking both of them down today, what actually happened, what the reactions looked like, and what the fuller picture tells us. Old footage kicked this one off. A video from around Aespa's debut era, roughly 5 years back, resurfaced online and spread quickly, not because of anything the members said or did, but because of how they looked. People watching the clip began claiming the four members were unrecognizable compared to their current appearances, and that framing caught fire. Winter ended up at the center of the storm, with comments zeroing in on her nose and jawline specifically, and some claiming she'd had multiple procedures done over the years. Tweets calling the changes dramatic racked up hundreds of thousands of impressions, and the tone in the replies ranged from disbelief to outright mockery. And that's where the defense came in. K-pop idol makeup is genuinely transformative on its own. Contouring and eye techniques alone can produce a before and after difference that looks dramatic even without any physical changes. On top of that, Aespa debuted when the members were in their late teens, and faces changed naturally and often noticeably between the ages of 18 and 23. Camera quality, lighting conditions, and years of evolving styling choices all factor in too. None of this was new territory for Aespa. Plastic surgery accusations have followed the group since debut, but what made this wave different was the source. 5-year-old footage resurfacing and doing the work all over again. With Minju, almost everything traced back to one post. A single tweet reportedly pulled in over 3.7 million views and 34,000 likes, using a photo of Minju from her RU Next profile film, the survival show she competed on before debuting with ILLIT, placed side by side with a more recent image. The jawline was the focal point, with the post framing the difference as evidence of jaw shaving surgery. Replies flooded in from people describing the change as extreme, with some noting that jaw surgery is a painful and serious procedure, not something done lightly. A follow-up tweet that gained its own traction sarcastically dismissed the usual explanations: weight loss, baby fat, gua sha, treating them as insufficient cover for what the comparison appeared to show. Fans came back with their own evidence. Childhood photos and pre-debut images of Minju circulated quickly, with supporters arguing her facial structure had always been naturally defined, and that the before photo chosen for the viral comparison was a misleading and unrepresentative frame. Broader photo timelines spanning different stages of her life made the rounds too, and the argument being made was straightforward. Pick 2 frames carefully enough and you can tell any story you want, but the full timeline tells a different one. Both controversies follow the same script. Old or unflattering footage surfaces, a comparison post gets made, and it spreads far faster than any careful rebuttal can travel. From the outside, nobody can definitively verify anything either way, and that uncertainty is exactly what keeps these cycles running. A few things hold true across both situations. Human faces change with age, weight shifts, stress, and time, frequently more than people account for when they're looking at a 5-year gap between photos. Comparison images in these debates are almost always cherry-picked, and a single frame pulled from hours of footage can construct a story that the surrounding footage doesn't support. But here's the thing that often gets lost in the noise. Several of the comments directed at both Aespa's members and Minju weren't just speculation. Words like scary and botched, aimed at a real person's appearance, go well past commentary, and these are people who can read everything being written about them. That context doesn't settle the underlying question, but it's worth carrying into how these conversations get engaged with. 2 groups, 2 controversies, 1 week, and both of them show how closely K-pop idols are watched, and how fast a single post can shift a public narrative. Look at the full picture before drawing conclusions, and keep in mind that real people are on the other end of every viral tweet. Like and subscribe if this was useful, and drop your take in the comments below. See you in the next one.